people. My name's Adam Hills. Welcome to Spicks and Specks, the music quiz show that tonight is going back to the 80s. Our two team captains each and every week are the homeboy, Alan Bro, and the fly girl, Myf Warhurst. Alan's first guest tonight appeared on the TV soap Sons and Daughters, went on to appear in Neighbours, then went on to have a music career with the Shantuzis. She's as 80s as a Rubik's Cube balanced on a shoulder pad. Please welcome Ali Fowler. Alan's second team member tonight is a comedian who says the best thing about the 80s was that he was skinny, good-looking and in a band. Not surprisingly, those were also his girlfriend's fondest memories of the 80s. Please welcome Dave O'Neil. Myf's first guest tonight was the lead singer of the Uncanny X-Men and says his biggest fashion regret of the 80s was a pair of red plastic pants that he reckons made his legs look short. We don't have the heart to tell him it wasn't the pants doing that. Welcome back, Brian Mannix. Myf's final guest tonight is a comedian who says she remembers the 80s for the big hair, bad makeup, shoulder pads, terrible women's fashions and for Purple Rain. Strangely, all of those memories are of Prince. Please welcome George McEncroe. I'd like to give a massive round of applause to everyone that works at the ABC for this incredible 80s set.
Brilliant. Oh my God.
That they've managed to construct.
No, it's a factory. I was in a band in the late 80s and we came on the factory and this is the exact set. They had all that barbed wire. I'm just looking for Alex Paps.
Yeah, can I relive a moment?
Yeah, relive a moment, Myf.
I've wanted to do this my whole goddamn life and we probably can't even film it, but anyway. Hang on.
First bodacious game tonight is called Know Your Product Arama. Before we get into it, though, let's find out what our teams are playing for. Oh, yes. What have we got, Pete?
You'll be the darling of everyone for a while with a Prince Charles and Lady Diana commemorative wedding plate. Made from the finest china, the commemorative plate will remind you of everlasting love every time you sit down to dine. Handcrafted to ensure cracks are hidden from prying eyes, every plate is guaranteed to outlast Charles and Di's marriage or your money back.
Now, of course, there's only one topic tonight, and that topic is the 80s. Right. So, everyone on your buzzers, let's play Spicks and Specks. Your first question for 1 point. Richard Strauss's Eine Alpen Symphony, played by the Berlin Philharmonic, and ABBA's The Visitors were the first commercial releases on what new format? Yes.
CD? Would it be CD or cassette?
No, it's cassette.
It's a cassette.
No. Oh. So I'm going to go to this side.
Oh, Laserdisc.
No, it was CD. Oh. For 2 points, what is the stage name and the real name of this 80s icon? Yes, this side.
George O'Dowd, Boy George.
Yes, 2 points out of 2 for me.
Yeah.
For 3 points, have a look at this mannequin. Tell me the 3 artists represented by these iconic fashion statements.
Oh, my God.
Yes, Myf's team.
That shirt, turn back time outfit.
Yep.
In the middle.
Slash with the hat.
Yep.
Yeah, slash
Yep.
the
And the pants are MC Hammer.
3 points out of 3. Brian, I'm going to hazard a guess and say you woke up next to that scene at some point in the 80s.
Many times. And tell you what, bit of antibiotics will clear it all up.
And you can take her home later if you want.
Absolutely.
Where do you think we got it? Ignoring the hat and glasses and the pants, that middle, that share...
You know she's still sporting that outfit today. She's doing shows in Vegas and there's a similar outfit that she wears now that is like that.
Do you mean this outfit?
Wow.
That's in the last couple of weeks.
It's like fancy dress at the aged care facility.
Oh, God love her. I understand that whole flogging a dead horse.
For 4 points.
Right,
have a look at these album covers of the second releases of 80s Australian bands. Name all 4 artists. Hello.
Men at Work, Cargo.
Yes.
In excess underneath the colours.
Oh, yeah.
Oceana. That wasn't Goanna, was it?
Yes, it was.
There's Goanna, and that top right-hand one, that's not the Eurogliders, is it?
Oh, Dave O'Neil's on fire!
I was big on second albums. That's what I used to buy.
Finally, for 5 points, the American music industry released their USA for Africa single in 1985. Name the 5 female vocalists who sang solo parts on We Are the World.
Cyndi Lauper.
Yes.
Tina.
I remember.
Tina
Turner.
yeah.
Tina Turner, yes.
We are the world.
The girl with the long blonde hair with the...
Oh, the girls from...
She's the one, it's something you'd like. She's got long hair and blonde and she's
Yes,
kind of
you're-
crappy in a positive and constructive way.
Oh, shit, this kills me because I used to know.
Oh, Diana Warwick.
Oh, Diana Ross.
Yeah, she was in there.
Oh, hang on. I've heard Diana Ross, so
Yes.
there's one, and
Diana Warwick.
Dionne Warwick, but
Dionne
I'm going to
Warwick.
give you that because it's pretty close. There's one more, and it is the blonde lady that you're
Blonde-
trying to think of.
She's like a Joni Mitchell kind of...
So she's a folk singer.
I wouldn't buy a record in a fit.
Was she a
if that
folk?
helps.
So she was good.
Nah, she was... Oh, well, yeah, you'd reckon she was good. I reckon she was totally crap, and I'd use her record as a frisbee.
Yeah.
She was blonde.
Well, she's blonde and she had a pulse, so she had that going for her.
What song did she sing?
Oh, one of those depressed girl things with overproduced drums and stuff.
Not Tori Amos.
You know, might even get into that total eclipse of the heart
Oh,
kind of
Bonnie
era.
Tyler.
It wasn't her, though. It was like her.
Bonnie Tyler's Welsh. Can I have a guess?
Yeah, Dave, have a guess.
Kim Carn?
Kim Carnes was who I was looking for. There it is. When We Are the World was being recorded, one of the singers started to sing the Banana Boat song just as a muck around by Harry Belafonte.
Yeah.
The rest of them all joined in, and they ended up going around and recording it. And then someone actually said, we should release this as a B-side. So the B-side to We Are the World very nearly was the Banana Boat song.
Come, Mr.
Tallyman, tally me banana. Until someone pointed out, if it's a song about world famine, maybe showing off about how many bananas you've got isn't the right way to go. At the end of the first round, the scores are Alan, Ali, Dave are on 5 points, Myf, Brian, George are in front on 9 points. This next round tonight is like so totally like, oh my God, it's like I'm so amped for this round, dude. It's like, no way, and I'm all way, and it's like, oh, no way, and I'm like, oh my God. It's called You Can Buy Me Love. Each team will be shown 3 items available for sale from an online auction site. You have to put those items in order of the price they sold for. And for those of you still living in the 80s, the internet is the way desperate people in the future will find and date each other. Myf, Brian, George, you'll be ranking tour jackets. Put these from highest to lowest. The tour jackets are a 1981 Kenny Rogers tour windbreaker jacket.
Oh my God, I'd pay anything for that.
A 1984 Cyndi Lauper promo She-Bop tour jacket.
Oh, I like that. I like to bop.
And a 1985 Huey Lewis and the News tour jacket.
Wow.
Put those in order of price.
I think there's a bigger market for Kenny Rogers, wouldn't you think?
You're saying his fans are bigger dickheads than the other two?
Yes. And there are so many more of them,
No, I take that.
is my point. I think Huey Lewis is a bit more of an acquired taste.
I think tour jackets were bigger in about 85, 80. We've been watching Molly wear them for a couple of years by then, so I think they had more relevance perhaps later, but gee whiz.
But that would maybe make Kenny Rogers rarer.
Well, that's
what I
there's that
think.
to consider too, young man.
And he also had, Cyndi Lauper's gone with it as well, but that satin shiny look was particularly...
But hers is so pretty. I'd love to have that.
Look, only because I'm a Kenny fan, I reckon his is more valuable because his would be earlier. That's all. That's the only thing I could think
Do you
of.
think we could leave them as they are for no reason whatsoever except that? I think that
I like
might
the
be...
cut of your jib.
Do you? Because we're all clueless, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. OK.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, Myf. Not even close.
Play with his game.
The correct answers are the
Stupid
Cyndi
game.
Lauper She-Bop tour jacket
Yeah.
went for $87.45.
That's not enough.
The Huey Lewis and the News tour jacket went for $72.90.
What?
The 1981 Kenny Rogers tour windbreaker jacket did not receive a bid.
I clearly wasn't online that day.
Alan, Ali, Dave, your items are all tour T-shirts.
Right.
OK.
They are a 1982 Fleetwood Mac Mirage tour T-shirt, 1988 Motorhead England tour T-shirt, and a mid-80s Captain Coco promotional kite T-shirt.
That's my band. That was my band, Captain Coco. That's right. I'm surprised no one's heard of them. Yeah, we weren't very good. No, yes.
Oh, well, I'm immediately putting it at the top of the list.
I think so.
Well, I
Because there wouldn't be many of them for a start. and I reckon you had some pretty devoted fans.
Well, I can tell you how much it went for because I sold it.
Did you?
I've got about 100 more in the shed, so... no, I don't know. I'd say that... No, I wouldn't. I would put other T-shirts over Captain Coco.
Maybe Motorhead would be.
Yeah,
the most
Motorhead.
expensive.
Yeah, I reckon because their fans are crazy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have sleeves. Doesn't that devalue it? No.
They don't have arms. A lot of them.
Oh, OK, there we go.
And the average Captain Coco fan from the 80s wouldn't fit into that T-shirt now, so because they're all fat like me.
Little too much cocoa.
Yeah. And Fleetwood Mac, a little too much Coke. So,
yeah, so they could easily fit into that T-shirt.
Yeah. Just fall off them.
Yeah, exactly.
Fall
This
off them.
T-shirt's too big.
as sad as it is, I'd go Motorhead,
Yeah.
then Fleetwood Mac, and
And
then
then-
Captain Coco last, because we're just a small-time band.
All right. Is it?
I just like the idea that someone would pay more money for the Captain Coco T-shirt. I mean,
You know what? You're right. God damn it. Let's put it up the
Yeah,
top.
all right. Then Motorhead and then Fleetwood
Yeah,
Mac.
let's have a bit of confidence in the Coco.
Yeah, now look, in saying that, I believe that I've been involved in this game about 7 or 9 times now.
Yeah.
And not once have I been involved in the scoring of even 1 point.
Okay. Well, that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, OK.
Maybe.
It's Captain Coco.
Yep.
Then Motorhead, I think, and then
Fleetwood Mac. What did
Fleetwood
they,
Mac,
what did
Donna
they even
does it.
do? Who's heard of them?
Yeah.
All right, Alan, Ali, Dave. And bearing in mind, Alan, you've never scored a point whilst
here we
playing
go.
this.
No way.
You are still yet to score a point while playing this game. The irony is, had you listened to Dave's original response, you would have got 3 out of 3.
Oh, no!
Because the correct answers are the 1988 Motorhead England Tour T-shirt sold for $67.60.
Yep.
The 82 Fleetwood Mac Mirage Tour T-shirt sold for $32.50.
Oh, don't hurt me here.
And the mid-80s Captain Coco promotional kite T-shirt Dave's Band sold for $10.50. And Dave,
Kenny Rogers didn't have a bid.
Yeah, that's
Back
right.
the cocoa.
do you know how we know it went for $10.50? Because we went online and bought it. As a present for you, Dave O'Neil.
I know.
Look, they're identical.
I know.
And I like how it says, it just doesn't say debut album or first album, it says first ever album. Right, out now. How many albums did you make?
Now, one. A guy signed us about German heavy metal bands, and he said, "Oh, this is going to be a big hit album, Captain Coco." And I saw him at the market the other day selling records, and he goes, "There's the guy who said the company broke." Thank you very much. It's fantastic.
After that round, the scores are Alan, Ali, Dave still on 5 points, Myf, Brian, George still on 9 points. Cowabunga dudes, it's time for Please Please Tell Me Now. Both teams are about to be shown part of a film clip. You will then have to answer questions about that clip. Your clip tonight is the ultimate 80s video. It's Vienna by Ultravox. Watch carefully, there's a test on the way.
Remember this? Where's Midge were?
We're the sad people.
All the candles. All right, good.
The music is weaving.
Nice. It's like my 21st. Or not. Yeah. He's so young there.
The rhythm is calling.
The pointed sideburns.
Yeah.
Was a big look in the 80s.
A ruffled sleeve too. It's nice.
Alone in the night as the daylight brings a cool empty silence.
Looks like a top party.
The warmth of your hand and a cold grey sky, it fades to the distance.
I remember this. The best bit's coming up when he goes, "It means nothing to me."
Come on.
Here we go, here we go.
Ready, let's go.
Here we go. They don't know the words. Yeah. It means nothing to me. Close up of Gargoyle. Yeah. It means nothing to me.
Never has a lyric summed up an audience's feeling so well.
Oh, but he's so mysterious.
Oh, he's
Angsty. He's so
awesome.
full of angst.
You weren't a fan of the band, Brian?
Stay mysterious.
No, not really. If they were playing in my backyard, I'd probably draw the blinds.
All right, here are your questions.
Great song.
How many cameras are the photographers holding? Yes, this side.
2.
Let's have a look.
God, there were photographers.
Yes, there were 2 cameras there. Excellent work. The man raises the martini glass using what? This side.
A hook.
Let's check. Yes, it was a hook. Absolutely no idea why.
I love an amputee.
I'll see you afterwards. The woman in the black and white dress has a brooch with what kind of fruit? Yes?
Grapes.
Let's have a look. Yes, well done, Ali.
Got a question? Good done. Well done,
That's pretty much it.
You're out.
True or false? Midge's trench coat includes epaulets. Yes?
Oh, is that the...
Epaulets, no.
That's the
trench
thing up
coat
here.
did not have epaulets. I don't think.
No, I think she's got the cheap one.
Okay.
No epaulets.
Brian says no.
Oh,
You're
no.
saying false? Let's have a look.
Oh.
He does have epaulets.
There's one thing I like about this guy.
And your final question. Vienna was kept from reaching the #1 spot in the UK charts by which Australian-made novelty song? This side.
What's the matter, you...
Oh, you've got to know respect. Yeah, maybe.
That's about 70.
I was
Shut up your
thinking-
face.
Yes, it's Shut Up Your Face. Well played, Nick. Every now and then when Ultravox play live, they will actually break into, in the middle of Vienna, they will break into a bit of Shut Up Your Face and then go back to Vienna
Bit of
again.
light comic relief.
A lot of people say it's the best part of the show, actually.
All right, here's what is going to happen right now, Brian Mannix. I'm going to throw some 80s bands at you.
Yeah.
Just, you know, in a couple of words, sum up your opinion of them.
Righto.
And I'm going to start with Adam and the Ants.
Oh, crap. Good fashion, but the drums, it's just drums going everywhere. They sound like rubbish. Absolute rotten, terrible, kill them.
Okay.
Average.
Kenny Loggins.
Oh, yeah, Loggins. He's laying a log with that. Absolute fair dinkum.
Flock of Seagulls.
So crap, so bad. They're very entertaining. I'd just about give them a pass because the guy's fat and he's with his one finger. So crap, they're nearly good.
Who did you like then? Apart from yourselves, who was good in the 80s?
Alice Cooper. And he was sort of 70s.
really good.
Shantuzis were
Excellent.
fantastic. They were a top band.
They were very
Tough,
good.
we were cool.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
cheesy pop from
I
us.
wanted to be in the Shantuzis. They wouldn't let me.
Now, we used to have this thing that if ever we went into a sort of slightly skanky hotel room or really nasty, icky band room...
I just heard skanky
and
ho
we
and I
dropped
was-
something on the floor, we'd go, gone now, we can't have... Brian Mannix would have had sex on that floor. Catchphrase for anything, we'd go, I can't sleep in that bed. Brian Mannix has probably had sex in it.
Did you ever have an incident where you go, I can't sleep in that bed, Brian Mannix is having sex?
Nightmare!
Like on those cop shows, you need a purple pen, a Brian Mannix pen. Yeah, Brian Mannix.
Traces on.
Well, bearing in mind Countdown was made in these studios, you might not want to go back to your dressing room afterwards. At the end of that round, the scores are Alan, Ali, Dave are on 7 points, Myf, Brian, George in front, 11 points. Nobody puts baby in the corner in our next round, which tonight is called Dancing Substitute. One member of each team will be performing well-known dance moves from the 80s. Your teammates have to work out where those moves came from. It's as easy as wax on, wax off. George, you'll be dancing first for Myf and Brian. These are your dance moves right here. Don't show your teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, George McEncroe. Now, for the first one, here's what, just to let you guys know, Myf and Brian, I need the name of the movie this dance comes from.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yep.
Flash dance.
Yeah, got it.
Flash dance it is, yes. Okay, this time I need the name of the artist responsible for this dance.
Okay.
No, go. It's Michael Flatley.
No, shush.
You know what it is?
I'm going to let you jump in if you know it.
Is it Tony Basil?
Yes, it's Mickey Tony Basil. This time, I need the name of the song.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Yes, it's Walk Like an Egyptian Bengals. Ladies and gentlemen, George McEncroe. recognising for Alan and Ali. There are your songs. Don't show your teammates, ladies and gentlemen. Dave O'Neil. Okay, for the first one, I need the name of the dance step.
Here we go. This one. Oh, this is easy. Don't fall off. Don't fall off, Dave.
Moonwalk it is. Yep, Michael Jackson's moonwalk.
Dave, I mean this in the nicest possible way, but from behind it looks like a lawn bowler having an epileptic fit.
I know.
This time, I need the name of the artist responsible for the dance.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
That's definitely a lawn bowler having an epileptic fit.
Yes.
Is it your Peter Garrett?
It's Peter Garrett, Midnight Oil.
If only he'd stand up in Parliament and go, I've got something to say to you, Turnbull. Oh, I've done my shoulder. Anyway,
That's your chest.
This time, I need the name of the dance. And I've got something to help you out with this one, Dave.
Okay. All right, what's that?
I think you need to spread that out.
I used to work in a supermarket. I know how to do this. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I haven't lay on the floor for about 10 years, so this is really interesting. Okay, someone spin me. Someone spin me. Go. I'm pretty big.
I don't know what the dance is, but I think when you span him around, you discovered oil.
I do need the name of the dance.
Well, it's breakdancing.
Yeah, there's a specific name of what Dave was trying to do.
Oh, I could think of a few names, but...
A heart attack.
Specific names.
Yes.
Go.
The helicopter.
The helicopter's what I was looking for.
Yes.
And can I just say that when Leonardo da Vinci first thought up the idea for the helicopter, it didn't look like that.
All right, at the end of that round, the scores are Alan, Ali, Dave are on 10 points. Myf, Brian, George are in front, 14 points. It's time to find out what you're talking about, Willis, in the final countdown. Teams, hands on your buzzers. 1 point for a correct answer, 1 point off for a lame-o answer. Your questions start now. Mental as Anything song Berserk Warriors, yes?
It's about ABBA.
It was based on which Swedish pop band? ABBA.
Yeah.
In 1984, the Special AKA released a protest song, yes?
Free Nelson Mandela.
About freeing whom? Nelson Mandela. Have a listen to this, name the song. Oh, yes.
Hoodoo Gurus.
Yep.
What's my
What's
scene?
my scene?
What's My Scene, Hoodoo Gurus. According to the Police song, I Hope My Legs Don't Break.
Walking on the moon.
Walking on the Moon, correct. An atomic particle is contained in the title of which 1985 Pointer Sisters single?
Neutron Dance.
Neutron Dance, yes. Bonk was an album by an Australian band
Big Pig.
called Big What? Big Pig. Former Rockpile member Nick Lowe had a single called I Knew the Bride.
I used to know the bride before I used to rock and roll.
I Knew the Bride when she used to rock and roll, yes.
Yeah.
On their album East, Cold Chisel sang about which former editor
Ida Buttrose.
of Woman's Weekly, Ida Buttrose. Finish this musical question posed by the Blakeney twins in a Monitors song. What will we be singing
In the 80s.
in the 80s? And your final question, how many songs did the Blakeney twins release in the 80s?
They had actually had two or three.
The correct answer is none. Their first was 1991. Which means at the end of tonight's Wicked show, the final scores are... Alan, Ali, Dave ended up on 14 points. Myf, Brian, George won the day, 20 points.
Brian's never won a game on this show.
Finally
He's been
won
on
one.
so many times.
So tonight was exactly like the 80s, in which it was the last time you actually scored.
Exactly right.
Would you please thank all our guests for tonight, Ali Fowler, Dave O'Neil, Brian Mannix and George McEncroe. And of course our two team captains, Alan Bro and Myf Warhurst. We leave you tonight by taking you back to the 80s with a bit of breakdancing from the Wickid Force Crew. Thanks for watching Spicks and Specks. My name's Adam Hills. Chill out, Australia.